Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The UL Monroe head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Warhawks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Alabama's offense will go on the attack first. And here comes the junior running back. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks.
Snags it, and there's running room. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. They go play action with Russell. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The play action fake. Takes the easy one to the back. Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough.
There he goes. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Warhawks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Motion from the wideout. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, UL Monroe. First points of the day are on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Keelan Russell. Got a man. It's Edwards. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page.
Maybe some room here. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Got room to work. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Keeps it on the option. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. Russell. Looking to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Bama!
That's a nice job by the offense there on their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running inside, it's Walker. Makes it past the marker. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Walker. Could not make his way to the corner. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Walker. There's a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Warhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. And the Warhawks getting set on 1st and 10. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Warhawks!
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. From inside the 15, here's the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And midfield, he's got room. Gashing the knee on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. They'll run it. It's Riley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to him on the ground. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through one quarter of play. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Throwing Russell. Under fire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so...
Snags it and he's open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. The Warhawks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll give it to the back. Here's a little room there. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with the...
Got some room headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Keelan Russell. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. That's caught. It's Scott. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Alabama pushing the tempo. Back to throw, it's Russell. Snagged out of the air. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
The run inside. It's Riley. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back.
Might have a chance. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. They'll send the back in motion. Russell. Looking to scramble. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Riley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with a look at Illinois. taking on the #1 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Illini with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up.
There he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Warhawks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Now this offense is back on the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Throwing Russell. He's got the back in the middle. Turning it on. Lowers those pads. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.